Good, happy Sunday morning, February 16, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday morning edition of Good Morning, New Hampshire. Rise and shine, everyone. Let's get this Sunday morning off to a good start. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some Good Morning, New Hampshire, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. We're going to kick it off with your local news first. So grab your cup of coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy watching Good Morning, New Hampshire. First step in local news, Merrimack Police. Man drives by ex-workplace with loaded AR-15 handgun after threatening employees. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Tim Callery.
Friday morning, Merrimack Police responded to Lifeline Ambulance to investigate a report of an employee who had made threats there the day before. That employee was identified as Corey Godinez of Derry.
Threats along the lines of having enough firepower to take the place out, mow the place down, and he didn't care how many people got hurt.
While police were conducting their investigation at the business, they say the 29-year-old showed up.
We believe that he saw the officer that was parked up at the hill. So when he saw the officer, he proceeded to drive by Lifeline, continued around the circle, and went back down to Daniel Webster Highway.
Godinez was pulled over. A search of his vehicle revealed a loaded handgun as well as an AR-15 rifle with multiple loaded magazines as well as additional ammunition.
At that point, he was taken into custody.
Godinez would not tell police why he had the firearms. He is facing charges of attempted first-degree assault, attempted second-degree assault, and criminal threatening.
No one can predict with 100% certainty what would have happened. But I think based on the reported state of mind, the fact that he drove to that location, the threats that were made, and the fact that he had firearms in the car, I don't think it would be a stretch to say that we might have prevented an active shooter event from taking place there.
Authorities are applauding Godinez's co-worker for coming forward when they did.
We always preach, see something, say something. This is definitely one of those instances.
And tonight, Lifeline tells us Godinez is no longer an employee of the company. He is currently being held until his arraignment on Tuesday. Reporting live in Merrimack, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire bill requires drivers to notify police if they hit a cat. Cats are closer to achieving equal footings with dogs in New Hampshire, at least when it comes to their untimely dismissal. House lawmakers on Thursday approved a bill that would require anyone who hits a cat with a vehicle to notify police or the animal's owner as soon as possible. Such notification already is required when it comes to canine collisions. The bill now goes to the Senate, but 3 other bills related to killing animals won't live on. The House voted against a measure that would have repealed a prohibition on hunting with ferrets, another that would have created a safari hunting license for those taking elk and boar at a private game reserve, and a third that would have lowered the bear for killing animals that damage crops or other property. Current laws allow someone to kill wild animals that cause actual and substantial damage. Sorry about that, everyone. The failure bill would have removed the and subsequential language. As for ferrets, while hunting, hunters use the animals in other countries to flush rabbits out of burrows. The only ferrets legal in New Hampshire are domesticated and ill-suited to the outdoors. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into national news. In national news, Trump reacts to Attorney General Barr's criticism of tweets about DOJ. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Turning now to politics and new questions about the independence of the Justice Department after sources tell ABC News the Attorney General has opened a review of the handling of the Michael Flynn case. Flynn, who, as you may remember, briefly served as President Trump's national security advisor, was caught up in the Mueller probe. ABC's Kara Phillips is in West Palm Beach, where the president is spending the weekend. Kara, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. Well, the theme here since Trump's acquittal is clearly loyalty. The president is definitely saying and making it clear that loyalty is everything. Otherwise, you may pay the consequences. However, there is one friend that we know the president isn't going to throw under the bus, and that name is Twitter. After a stunning show of dissent from the president's inner circle this week,
I think it's time to stop the tweeting about Department of Justice criminal cases.
this morning, Attorney General William Barr again making a controversial move. The Justice Department has hired an outside prosecutor to conduct a review into the case of former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn.
Well, I feel badly for General Flynn. I feel very badly.
The move comes as the former lieutenant general, who pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI, filed a motion last month to dismiss the case, citing the government's bad faith, vindictiveness, and breach of the plea agreement. All of this happening as federal prosecutors close a 2-year investigation where it declined to charge former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, accused of allegedly lying to investigators about a leak to the media.
I think it's a disaster. And what he was trying to do was terrible.
President Trump blaming McCabe of being part of a, quote, illegal and treasonous plot. Yesterday, McCabe firing back at the Justice Department.
It is an absolute disgrace that they took 2 years and put my family through this experience for 2 years before they finally drew the obvious conclusion.
All of this days after the president's reaction to an ABC exclusive interview with the Attorney General. Barr blasted Trump's online offloads into ongoing investigations.
To have public statements and tweets made about the department, about people in the department, about cases pending in the department, and about judges before whom we have cases make it impossible for me to do my job.
So even within all this political infighting and debate over who President Trump can trust, his Justice Department is clearly making moves, Dan, to exert its independence.
Speaking of the Justice Department, how unusual is this move by the department to assign an outside prosecutor in the Michael Flynn case?
Great question. Very unusual, and could trigger more accusations of political interference by top justice officials in Washington, Dan. A lot to watch for.
Indeed, always. Kara Phillips in Florida this morning. We really appreciate it.
Hi,
Okay, and there you go with national news. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into your weather. Snow turns into blend of sunshine and clouds today. With that one over there, let's go to meteorologist Haley LaPointe with the full weather forecast.
Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Haley LaPointe. Here's an update on your forecast. Today, milder temperatures return, mid-30s in the North Country, even some 40s. So we'll do a little bit of melting today. About 40 degrees in Concord, 43 Portsmouth, maybe even mid-40s in Nashua, up to 44 degrees. Some passing snow showers during the overnight hours and very early on Sunday morning. Otherwise, we are looking clear. Some passing clouds likely by later on this afternoon. So the snow showers, very light flurries, should be gone by about 9-10 a.m. for all of us. And then it's passing clouds with sunny breaks thrown in there. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s through our Sunday, so good travel weather. Monday is similar, though it'll be even brighter with the clouds moving away. Some remaining clouds in the North Country, but it's another dry day. That changes on Tuesday with our next storm system that comes in. About 7 in the morning on Tuesday, we're dry, so the morning commute is fine. But then anytime midday, so it appears like right after, say, 11 a.m., we'll begin to see, at least initially, some snow moving in. But in southern New Hampshire, see this pink color? That's indicating a little bit of wintry mix. And then eventually it actually changes to rain, and heavy rain at that, through the evening commute time. But where we hang on to the snow, like in the White Mountains, that's where we'll likely have the most snow accumulation. And even there, this isn't a big storm system, but it'll bring in some fresh snow, especially for the ski areas. By 9 o'clock on Tuesday evening, still lightly raining in central and southern New Hampshire, lighter snow to the north, but then it's all gone by the morning commute time on Wednesday, so there shouldn't be any issues for the commute then. As far as how much snow we're looking at from this next round coming through Tuesday, primarily in the afternoon and evening, well, the heaviest amounts will be in the Mount Washington Valley, also the White Mountains, and then the eastern half of Coos County, where you're looking at about 4 to 8 inches of snow. Then Laconia, Lebanon, up through the Connecticut Valley, 2 to 4 inches, and then a dusting to 2 for Jaffrey, Keene, and just north of Manchester, including Rochester and Concord. So again, not a big storm system, but the problem will be more for the commute, particularly Tuesday evening. Then beyond this system, it's brighter on Wednesday with a few snow showers north. And then it gets cold again for Thursday and Friday. It's sunny, temperatures in the 20s, will be closer to 40 by next weekend.
Okay, and there you go on that weather video with meteorologist Haley LaPointe. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into New Hampshire life. Let's take a look at your event calendar right now. On your event calendar for today, New Hampshire/Vermont State Championship VEX Robotics Competition all day at Manchester Community College. Milford Antique Show, 8:30 a.m. at the Hampshire Hills Athletic Club. Snorcross at the Flat Track, 9 a.m. at the Flat Track at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Fiery Hope Special Worship Service, 10 o'clock a.m. at Deering Community Church. Mindful and Meditation and Introduction, 10 o'clock a.m. at Alcor Buddhist Retreat Center. How Chubby the Cat Was Found, book signing, 11 o'clock a.m. at Bookery Bookstore. The 6th Annual Brookline Cook-Off, 12 p.m. at Brookline Event Center. Owl Connection, learn about and hold an owl, 12 p.m. at Animal Adventure Rescue and Family Zoo. Atticus Throne with artist Tom Gellett, 2 p.m. at the First Congressional Church in Wolfboro. And that is a look at the event calendar for this Sunday. If you want to see more events, you can just visit that event calendar. We'll share it with you after the broadcast. And as you all know, here at the Riley King Network and on Good Morning New Hampshire on Sundays, we love to talk about breakfast places in New Hampshire, and we like to talk about brunch and all that fun stuff. We love eating breakfast. We love talking about breakfast. So today we're featuring a restaurant. We're showing you a restaurant. It's called The Friendly Toast. let's learn about the Friendly Toast. The Friendly Toast. They have a bunch of locations: Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Back Bay, Boston, Burlington, Massachusetts, Burlington, Vermont, and Bedford, New Hampshire. About the Friendly Toast. The Friendly Toast, serving up creative meals in truly unique atmosphere, and offer a fun, exciting dining experience morning, noon, and night. We use the freshest ingredients, locally sourced whenever possible, and we're environmental friendly. Frequently asked questions. And again, these are the locations for the Friendly Toast. Let's take a look at the menu. The menu. Let's take a look at some breakfast staples, since it's breakfast time right now. Some breakfast staples. You got basic breakfast, breakfast burrito, the monster breakfast, biscuits and gravy, also egg sandwich, vegan breakfast burrito, huevo rancho, Benedict's. Let's talk about Benedict's. The Friendly Toast Benny, BLT Benny, Metal Curry Benny, Irish Benny, and Barbaco Benny. Sweet Stuff, pancakes, the King Cakes, French Toast, waffles, gluten-free/vegan pancakes, pumpkin cakes, highway strawberry, and you got Cinnabons hun. Our plates. JD's Taco After Party, Megan's American Burrito, Hash Corn, Kiss Me Grits, Shakin' Your Booty, Chicken and Waffle, Avocado Toast, and Breakfast L'Amour. Oatmeals. John Scramble, Sam Garden Oatmeal, New Hampshire's finest. Scramble, Guy Scramble, and make your own oatmeals. So, if you are getting hungry for breakfast and you don't feel like cooking any breakfast at home today, go to the Friendly Toast, everyone. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into entertainment news. The new season of American Idol starts tonight on ABC. Let's take a look at this video from ABC 7 NY.
Get new floors during Empire Today's gigantic 75% off sale. That's carpet, laminate, and even hardwood, 75% off. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today, American Idol contestants from our area are already making their mark even before the new season gets underway on Sunday. One is a singer from Harlem, the other from Queens, and they've been prominently featured in a promo that ran during the Oscars. The performer, who calls herself just Sam, has been singing in the subway since middle school. Fellow contestant Elisa Ermolayev from Far Rockaway began their American Idol journey last July at the first round of auditions in Brooklyn, and when they both discovered just how talented their competitors are.
The voices, the competition this year.
What?
Through the roof.
What?
Everyone's just so soulful. And so everyone's putting their grit and as much soul and passion and fire as they can. It's a big bonfire, man. It's going to take a lot of water to put this out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And you can watch the American Idol premiere this Sunday at 8 p.m. right here on Channel 7. Dave and Liz, they kind of got me excited about it.
Oh, I love the idea of New York representing.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
Big
them
way.
compete. Very, very excited for that.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Andy.
Very cool. Who is ready for the new season of American Idol? And we can also tell you, music industry legend and all-star judges Luke Bryan, Katy Perry, and Lionel Richie, as well as Emmy-winning producer Ryan Seacrest, will return for Season 3 on ABC. And also, the famed multimedia personality Bobby Bones will return to his role as in-house mentor. Very cool indeed. And now let's take a look at your celebrity birthdays for today and see which celebrities are celebrating a birthday today. And happy birthday to all of these celebrities. We hope they all have a wonderful birthday today and a wonderful day today as well. And that's going to do it for this edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. I hope you all enjoyed watching this Sunday edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. I'll see you back here later on today for Good Evening New Hampshire. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everyone, and goodbye.